we say we do. I truly believe in coaching these kids just like I would coach my own kids. And yes, you have tough love, and you try to balance that out, and that's always been my approach. I'm not the kind of guy that's going to be the rah-rah negative, you get out if you're not producing. No, it's a process. I understand that there may be times where you might miss a tackle out in space, but if you make 10 out in space, you're being productive. Don't put your head down. Let's move on to the next play.
When you're stepping into this first practice Sunday, what are you looking for?
Effort. Can our guys give us phenomenal effort? Can we get in the stance? Just some of the things that, like I've said before, these kids are a blank canvas, and just set some good fundamental rules and guidelines for these kids to hang their hats on each and every day. And I call those the everyday drills, where we'll go into practice and we'll just start with a stance and we'll get into a back pedal, and that's going to be what we're going to be doing each and every day. Have a starting point, have something to hang your hat on when things aren't going your way, and that's your toolbox, and that's all the fundamentals and techniques that our kids are going to be learning throughout spring.
For the returners from last year, how much do you think just playing in the Big 12 and going into the second season is going to help them just confidence and experience-wise?
You know what? I'm not a big proponent of it. It doesn't matter if we're playing, College of the Canyons. I mean, go out there and be fearless. And, yes, there's going to be some understanding and some maturity that our kids are going to go through, but I'm a firm believer that it doesn't matter who your opponent is. If you study your opponent, you have a good football IQ, and can identify certain intangibles, you can play good defense against anyone. And just because we're in the Big 12 doesn't mean we shouldn't play good defense, and that we've only been in it for 1 year. And that's just my own personal, opinion. Is it a learning curve? Yeah. Are kids faster, stronger, bigger than the Big East? Probably. And that's the learning curve you must understand, but that shouldn't affect how you go out and approach the game.
Brian, how much film did you watch of this group from
Start to finish?
Start to finish.
Start to finish.
What did you see? What mistakes you see? What did you see right? What did you see wrong?
I don't want to critique another guy's position. Consistency. It's probably the biggest fault I saw in our kids, and that's just trust. Do you trust in what you've been told? And that's about all I can say. I'm not going to critique, like I said, another coach.
I mean, it's that consistency level, making 4 good plays, but then breaking down on the
right, exactly.
Overson said that Broderick Jenkins and Terrell Chestnut were both going through injuries or surgery and whatnot. Is that having much of an impact with the guys that you have now?
No. That just means someone else has an opportunity to step up and earn a starting job or some reps.
Have you been able to go through anything with these new guys, see what their personal workout is like and what they bring to the table?
For the last 5 weeks, we've been able to get them into a competitive situation through agilities, through some tough, rigorous workouts through Coach Joseph, and you see what's inside a man. And for the most part, I've been very pleased with where these kids are. If you're going to have a blank canvas, at least have all the materials to paint a masterpiece. And I think we have all the necessary tools and athleticism to be a very good secondary.
Thanks.
Yep.